Okay, here I am going to talk a little bit more about Sheinberg Associates. This is their website, and one of the pages at their website, Sheinberg Associates, you can look it up on Google, Strategic Planning and Facilitation. Now, this word facilitation is very important. Most people don't know what facilitation is. I'll explain that later. If you read down, expert facilitation of your meeting committee process will create a respectful, neutral atmosphere that is particularly helpful when parties have differing viewpoints. Now look at this right here. It says, at the front end, we'll listen to what you want to accomplish and help design the meeting process to meet your objectives. Okay, what does this mean? Well, this means that Sheinberg's job is to come in, listen to what the mayor and the city council want to accomplish. And we know that's to accomplish a borough, because it's a city resolution that's never been repealed or redacted, that they want to file a petition to form a borough. So that's what the city wants. So Sheinberg comes in and it says, we'll listen to you, city, who want a borough, to file a borough. And we will help you design the meeting process to meet your objective of forming a borough. Okay? So, if you scroll down here, what you're going to see is pictures of facilitation. Where's this cursor here? Okay. Now back up a little bit. Say you see a nice, neat little meeting, everybody raising their hands, and here's people in a round table, because we're all equal, in these meetings supposedly. And here's the a picture of the typical, billboard of what everybody wants. And what's interesting is they've got it all printed up about what you want before you ever show up for the meeting, which is kind of magical, really. I think that's really neat how they can psychically predict what you want before you ever show up at a meeting. And that's why they got it all printed out in a slick, laminated, poster board there. Okay, so then we go over here. And if we go back to services here, services and public engagement, it says here. Okay, public engagement. Okay, and if you go down here, and you just see, you look at this nice little meeting here and these little round table groups. Okay, what this is called is facilitation. Now, a Sheinberg meeting. Often, if you look at it here, you'll see, these nice little tables right here with the people sitting around having a little talk. And now, what this is the facilitator breaks up the group into smaller groups, so that this group over here doesn't have any idea what this group over here thinks, or what this group over here thinks. And see this jackass right here? This jackass right here is called a co-facilitator. And you know what a co-facilitator is? He's there to make sure that you guys only think and say what you're supposed to say. What they decided you're supposed to think and say before you even show up at the meeting. And then they have anonymous votes where, nobody knows what anybody else wanted or voted for, because it's all secret. See, it's scribbled down on a secret little piece of paper that only Sheinberg Associates will ever see. And, of course, we know that they're going to be honest, because all lawyers are honest. They always tell the truth. And, and then they'll collate this data, right? And of course, they'll never say what your vote was. And you'll never know what your neighbor's vote was. And guess what? You will find out that even though you didn't want a borough, the final report will reveal this great revelation that you did want a borough. Isn't that neat? It's very magical. Okay, and so we see, if we go back up here, to just a home page here, okay, Sheinberg Associates, go to their home page here, and Community Strategic Planning, Research, Facilitation, and Public Engagement Services. Okay? Okay, so if we go down here, this is what she advertises herself as the most. This is sort of like her jingoistic logo here. Building consensus and reducing conflict. Do you know what that means? Building consensus and reducing conflict. That means if you live in a community where half the people don't want to be in a borough, or 75% of the people don't want to be in a borough, or 99% of the people don't want to be in a borough, and 1% do, her job is to come here and build a consensus. Build a new consensus. Destroy the one that's already there where nobody wants a borough, and build a new consensus where everybody does. And of course, we all know there's a conflict. Most people don't want it, but the city does. So we must reduce the conflict. See, that's their job. These people are salesmen. They're slick salesmen. And there's a reason why the great literary genius Dante, the Italian Dante, when he wrote Dante's Inferno, has an entire ring in hell for lawyers, barristers, and usurers. Okay? Because that's what Sheinberg is. They're lawyers. And, if you dance with the devil, don't be surprised if your toes get stepped on.